Chevy makes a very capable and affordable off-roader. We're going to check it out today. I'll include a link to the Larry Miller Chevy and Murray's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Under the hood is a turbo 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy 17 around town, 21 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. They're going hard on the marketing with this. TurboMax on the side here, also TurboMax on the window sticker. They will not say 2.7 liter 4-cylinder because they don't want people to know it's a 4-cylinder. Anywho, you've got the baseline lights with the custom Trail Boss. You also have the gray kind of plasticky grille, but this does have recovery points. I do think at this point they should upgrade to LED lights because Ram and Ford are kind of doing that, so just something to note. Tire and wheel setup is 275 by 60 by 20. You've got blacked out wheels. This one has the less aggressive all-terrain tires. Tires are easy to change, but lift kits, those are more expensive. This has a 2-inch lift from the factory. Z71 there on the side that's blacked out. We also have these blacked out side steps. Trail Boss decal here in the back, and then this does come with leaf springs in the rear as well as Rancho shocks. And with that lift kit, the stance front to rear is pretty level. When it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, tailgate drop down, and the Chevy bow tie in the back. This comes with an outlet in the bed. We also have LED lights, and then this has liner from the factory. Nothing on the tailgate, but the tailgate itself is light when it comes to picking it up, and everything's blacked out with the badges here in the back. You're of course going to get the baseline taillights, and then this does have bumper steps. That is going to cap things off for the exterior of this truck. This week's giveaway features a limited edition 850 horsepower Mustang Dark Horse as well as a custom 455 horsepower Bronco Raptor and $45,000 to cover the taxes on the vehicles if you win. Use code BHC or click the link in the video description or the pinned comment. This will give you 4x entries on any donation, $25 or more. Not only that, these donations go to help both children's and veterans charities. So click the link below. Best of luck and hope to see you in a Bronco Raptor and Mustang Dark Horse soon. Let's now check out the interior. Now being a custom, you're gonna have more basic trim on the door panel, but you still get storage at the bottom. Lots of cloth trim here with the seats, and you can pick up the seats. It's a 60-40 split, flat loading floor underneath. Legroom in the back is good. We also have a little storage pocket. We've got vents in the rear, some USB ports, and then headroom back here is really good. And let's pop up front. Convex mirror to help out with the blind spot, and then the front window is automatic. And like I said, basic trim on the door panel. 1759 for the payload capacity, 9,000 pounds for the towing. Cloth seat for the driver and passenger, and the driver's seat's power adjustable with some lumbar support. The front passenger's manual with the adjustments. We've got our tow haul mode here on the left side of the steering wheel. This does come with a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it has auto, high, and low, and your light controls are in that area too. Let's fire up the TurboMax. Don't let them know it's a 4-cylinder. So a little bit more basic with the trim around the steering wheel, just cruise control, by the way. There's no controls in the back or anything like that. And this does have a column shifter with a manual shift function. Mostly analog cluster here in the center. You've got that little kind of dial to actually scroll through the menu, so it's very old school with the use. Backup camera in reverse. Resolution with the system is good. As for the rest of the infotainment system, it comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's quick to respond. You do have some physical buttons there below it, so it's a good setup. And I love all the physical buttons down below. We've got our single zone climate. You've got a shortcut for the lane departure, auto stop, start, tailgate, drop down, stability. This has hill descent control. No selectable locker, it just has the G80 automatic rear locker. Trailer brake controls in that area, and then you do have an outlet and some other charge ports. Now we do have storage underneath this whole bench seat setup, but yeah, this has the bench seat. So it kind of has a console on the back of the seat itself, then you can pop this up if you want a third passenger in the front. And while we're on storage, you do have 2 glove boxes, bottom one's lockable. Manual mirror dimmer, and then no power sliding window or anything like that. Custom Trail Boss with a TurboMax, $56,930. Let's see how this performs. Let's set off in the custom Trail Boss here. Well, first we got to make it out of the parking lot, which is not going to be exactly fun because it is tight. I think we'll figure it out though. Camera resolution's good, so that makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, it definitely makes it a little bit easier. So I will say, it's fun sitting on a park bench. I'm gonna, you know, okay, so we bullied, we've bullied manufacturers before, and, you know, I think it's actually made positive change. So let's keep bullying Chevy about their seats, talking about how crappy they are when it comes to comfort. And I think eventually Chevy will change their seats. Maybe it'll take a new generation of Silverado, probably. But yeah, seriously, I mean, it's weird because not every single Chevy's like this. But it's like the Silverado and then the Tahoe and Suburban and all that. It's like, I don't know why they, like, do they sit in these seats? Because again, I'm fine with it, but I imagine if someone had a bad back, like, this is not going to be comfortable. It's just a little bit too firm. Like I said, I personally don't mind, but like, you're talking to the person who literally sleeps on the floor, so like, I don't think my opinion is very valuable on this topic. TurboMax. You know, it's interesting because I've obviously been somewhat critical of this powertrain being in a full-size pickup truck. It just feels weird. The fuel economy is not all that great. But then people come in and they defend it. So like, I respect that. I respect that people really like this powertrain. But for me, it's not like gutless. It's got power. It's fine, you know. It feels weird in a full-size pickup truck. And again, the fuel economy is not good. I mean, you know, when you see turbo 4-cylinder like this, you're thinking, okay, you know, I don't have a V6 or a V8, but that means I'll get like 50 miles per gallon. Maybe not literally, but, you know, I'll get good fuel economy. But then you hop in this thing, you look at the window sticker, and then you look at the real world fuel economy, and it's like, oh, I'm basically getting the same as what I get in a V8 or a turbo V6, even less than a turbo V6. Like Ford's 2.7 V6 gets better fuel economy than this in the real world. It makes it less appealing. And that's my biggest critique, honestly, on this powertrain is Ford's powertrain. If Ford's 2.7 V6 didn't exist, then I wouldn't really have as much of an argument. I'd still have the V8 argument. But Ford makes an engine that is the same displacement, 2 more cylinders. It's shown to be very reliable, and it gets better fuel economy. And it's like, why not go that route? Like, why did they have to do the 4-cylinder, you know? It's weird. It's like, why go from V8 to 4-cylinder? Why not do what Ford did? Again, go from V8 to V6, and then maybe down the road do a 4-cylinder. But also, not even Toyota is doing a 4-cylinder on their full-size truck. So it's just kind of interesting. But overall, I like the Trail Boss Custom package a lot. I think this is, I've said it in the past, I think this is the best truck that Chevy makes with the Duramax. You've got to get the Duramax. Because again, the V8s, Chevy's V8s are still kind of problematic. And so the Duramax, and this turbo engine, it's shown to be pretty reliable. It's not as problematic. But, you know, it's like I said, the fuel economy is not all that good, and it's a small engine for such a big heavy vehicle. Let me guys think about the Trail Boss Custom. I love the Trail Boss Custom part of it. Again, it's just the engine that I'm a little bit leery about. But you can get this with a Duramax. It's a little bit more money. I mean, they literally give you, like, I'll make a video about this year, of course, to remind people. Chevy literally pays you to take this engine. Or we'll just talk about it in this video. Like, if you look at the window sticker, you get like a credit. I think it's like $1,500, or maybe it's more now. I'll go double check. But here, we'll just do it right now. I'll just quickly check right now, and then we'll end the video. But yeah, they literally give you a credit, so they pay you to take this engine. $1,850. Wait, no, that's blackout pack. Oh no, engine credit. So they like doubled down. Okay, whatever. So they like combined the credit. Either way, this has an $1,800, almost $2,000 credit because it's got the 4-cylinder. So like, if you get the V8 or the diesel, you're paying, and if you get the 4-cylinder, Chevy's paying you to take the engine. So like, if the engine was as great as people keep telling me in the comments, then Chevy wouldn't have to pay people to take it. Let me know your thoughts.